Okay, Luke, true confessions. I could spend the entire whitetail season in my native state of South Dakota. Why? Well, because there's so many hunting opportunities there. Seasons that cover the entire gamut of the fall hunting months, and you can always get a tag there. You're almost guaranteed an archery tag, and you can pick up several rifle tags. And the terrain, well, it is a variety.
Looking at this bottomland footage, that is the only kind of South Dakota terrain I know how to hunt. I have no idea what to do with terrain without trees. It's like, without trees, where do the critters live? It doesn't make sense to me. But I do know, I've hunted enough to know that you are right. South Dakota is a hidden gem of hunting opportunities.
Well, Mr. Learning Curve, let me walk you through a little bit of this.
Speak slowly, please, speak slowly.
The deer are in the bottom. They are in the bottomlands, and that makes for a tough hunt, believe it or not, because they're all congregated there. So the first thing I do is try to get a little bit of height advantage. Now I'm height challenged to begin with, so I look for a way to get a little bit higher, and these haystacks provide that elevation. And in this scenario, I kind of knew where the deer wanted to be, where they were right now bedded, and I knew where they wanted to go, which is a feeding field right outside the timber. The big challenge was to get in between there and get set up for the evening rush hour.
If you weren't so short, you could have walked around the haystack rather than climb over. Although I admit, it makes pretty good entertainment watching you climb those hay bales. But I get what you're talking about from a vantage point, because you can get down on those river bottoms, and if everything's flat, you can't see for very far. I'm betting, knowing you, that you stumbled, and I'm just gonna say stumbled because it's rarely skill with you. You stumbled into a pretty good whitetail here to shoot.
Okay, Mr. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Mr. Tall, I did get up there and spotted what I wanted to see. No activity. So instead of staying up there, I dropped down, got the wind in my face, moved right into a natural corridor within the timber. What it was an old floodplain where the deer were using to move from the thick bedding cover out to the feeding. And then I set up to wait. Now in most instances, I would rattle, but I had deer bedded all around me. So I figured instead of stirring the pot, let's just sit back and wait. And sure enough, a nice mature buck come charging out of the cover. And I mean charging, full bore after an estrus doe. Now, was I gonna get the shot? Well, I had to do just one more thing, and that's that Kayser coyote howl. When you get a deer that's moving around, why take a running shot or a moving shot? Get that deer to stand still. And if he's out there like this deer was at just over 100 to 150 yards, all I have to do is bark or howl at him like a coyote, and he's gonna try to find old Mr. Wiley.
It's not something I'm gonna try, to be honest with you. I don't think I could do it, no matter where I pinch myself to get my voice that high. But if it works for you, I say go for it.
This is North American Hunters Field Test, powered by Stuff. Everything you see here has been tested and approved by members of North American Hunting Club. If you want the latest in gear, this is information you can trust. Survivor fire starters are simple, easy, durable, and waterproof. They're perfect for every emergency kit, tackle box, and backpack, and can be used anytime you need a reliable source of fire. The Rage Extreme has a 2-inch cutting diameter, a sweeping blade angle that penetrates deeper than any other blade. Rage has designed a patent shock collar that ensures your blades stay in place. The opposition light can be shot in cocked or uncocked positions. The rest has been tested and shot at speeds over 418 feet per second. With a simple push of the button, the arrow is locked into place. To learn more about these products or to have your products tested, join me at huntingclub.com. Field Test, powered by Stuff.
That whitetail was some kind of wide, but I didn't end my Lewis and Clark trail hunt there, and that's our next episode. I moved down the river, start hunting tribal deer, whitetails, and mule deer. But if you can't wait for that next adventure, go to huntingclub.com 24/7. I'm Mark Kayser, and remember, always hunt extreme.
North American Hunter is brought to you by Can-Am, the ride says it all. Matthews Archery, catch us if you can. By Ruger, arms makers for responsible citizens. By Nikon, the trusted name in optics. Thompson Center, America's master gunmaker. Zippo Outdoor Hand Warmers. Stay warmer, stay out longer. Closed captioning brought to you by The Gun Tool from Real Avid.